So click record before I forget. Oh, so happy to see, and also fancy sunglasses, Rahim. Sometimes I use this word fancy, like for example, in a lot of math, we have very fancy notations. You can just say like integral, for example, limits, or a lot of notations. They are really, really fancy. Okay, like infinity, for example, even numbers itself, right? It's a kind of symbol, but they represent some number. They're also like fancy symbols. When you just draw two circles, right, attached to each other, you just read it as 8. Only single circle, you read it as 0, for example. They mean something. It's really interesting. Anyway, guys.
Two circles attached to each other is a Venn diagram.
What?
Two circles attached to each other is a Venn diagram.
It depends on how you draw it. If you draw like this, it is Venn diagram. But how about if you draw like this?
That's 8.
That's 8. How about if you draw like this?
That's infinity.
That's infinity, right? And how about if you draw a bit like this?
What is that?
Glasses. Eyeglasses.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, good to see you. I hope you had a good weekend. When did we meet? This is our first meeting, right?
This week, yes.
Yeah. We were talking about algebraic equations, and there are a lot, actually. Every problem is usually solved using algebra, and that is the best way so far since, let's say, 9th century. And because when you just use algebra, you can form the equation, and solving the equation is much, much easier. Once again, guys, solving problems, word problems, that is the most important thing that you have to do, that you have to learn, that you have to study, okay? And just knowing how to solve equations, that's not enough. Why is it so? Once again, in real life, a lot of times we encounter problems in that verbal form, right? So you have to read the problem, or you have to understand the situation, and you have to model this mathematically, then you have to solve it. And that's why you need to practice word problems as much as possible, and you need to practice solve as many word problems as possible. Now I just give a break, okay? Actually, we have almost finished the chapter 7, but now we are running out of time, okay? Let's also get introduced with chapter 8, and after that chapter 9, also very important chapter. Chapter 10, also very important chapter. I'm just rushing, to cover chapter 8, 9, and 10. And after that, we have to start solving SASMO questions. And after that, we actually move to the a bit higher level, so that we start solving more complicated problems, okay? But now, before we reach that level, you need to practice some problems. Okay, today we will talk about perimeter and area of simple geometrical figures. We are saying simple because if it is not simple, you need to have more advanced knowledge, right? For example, if I ask you what is the perimeter of, for example, let's say this fancy figure, okay? How do you find this, the perimeter of this figure, for example? We have a piece of land in the shape. Can you find this perimeter? We can find, but not using this basic algebra. You need to use some advanced math. You need to use calculus to find this one. And how about if I ask you to find the area of this shaded figure, for example?
Even harder.
Fundamental algebra, you cannot find this. We need to use calculus, okay? We can find it. It's not difficult. Calculus? We can find this, but now we are moving towards this, what is it? This level. But you will know how to find these areas maybe in grade 12 or at university, okay? So now here we are going to talk about very simple figures. Hello. When we just say simple figures, we mean like the triangle. Hi, Mr. Ali, welcome.
Welcome, Mr. Welcome.
Sorry, Ali, we are so early today.
Not you, Ali, welcome. It's the teacher that's welcoming you, not
I
you.
know.
Hi, Ali.
Mr. I'm late, sorry.
No, you are not late. We are early today.
Really?
Yeah.
We are not, but okay then.
You don't have to blame yourself, Ali. Everything is okay. We have just started, okay?
Okay.
All right. So
Mister,
guys, let's
Mister, it's
continue.
because of Bagif. He was writing to me.
Mister, I swear I wasn't writing anything to him.
He was, Mister. Trust me.
I was writing nothing to him. Yeah, that was the only thing that I was writing.
He wrote me at 1650.
All right, guys. So when we just say that simple geometrical figures, we know that the simplest figure, but the most important figure, that is a triangle, right? And triangle is maybe simple figure, but the most important figure in geometry. Without use of triangle, you cannot actually make any development in geometry. Anyway, so here we are going to talk about triangle and the rectangle. And yes, Tariel and Rahim, can you tell me some more other basic or simple geometrical figures?
Rectangle, square, cylinder.
Okay, we said triangle, any kind of triangle. And second one is rectangle. Third one is,
Square.
let's say, square, right? Also
Circle.
has equal. And
Circle.
circle. And
Trapezium. What the hell is that?
trapezium.
Ah, yes. I didn't know what it is, but I knew it.
And parallelogram, for example, right?
Yes.
And rhombus.
Kite.
Rhombus.
And kite.
Kite,
Kite
for
is-
example.
Kite
Right.
is like rhombus, but no.
No.
Yeah. And also actually square is a special rhombus, right? All sides are equal, and also at the same time interior angles are 90 degrees. In rhombus, just all sides are equal, but not necessarily the interior angles. Anything else?
I don't think.
Circle.
Circle değillerde üzüm demiştim.
Okay. Anyway, I think these are the simplest, let's say, geometrical figures. Okay, so in this class, in this chapter, we are going to learn how to find their areas and how to find their perimeters. But you will see that, of course, if you're just given rectangle, we know how to find its perimeter. You studied already this in grade 4 or grade 3 even, or grade 5. And also if you're given triangle, you know how to find the perimeter, right? But actually, for example, if I just cut some part from the rectangle or from circle, right? At that time, it becomes an irregular shape. And at that time, how do you find this? Actually, that thing gets more complicated. So we are going to talk about this kind of problems. Now, let's just start with the introduction. Rahim, come on, you read it so that you don't feel sleepy. Okay, read the introduction part.
Here we will learn about how to find the area and perimeter of plane figures. The perimeter is used
Okay,
to measure
what
the
do you understand from plane figures?
plane figure, like regular, not irregular.
No. Taria, what do you understand from plane figures?
Plane figures is like, I mean, I had the same information as Rahim, just simple.
No,
figures.
no.
Okay, when we say plane figures, we mean flat
Airplane,
figures,
yes.
flat. Okay, it's not like curved or something. It
2D.
is flat figure.
Ah, like
2D.
Yeah. And 2D, but it's just like, let's say, just suppose that we are drawing something on the table, on a piece of paper, those kind of things. It's not like curved, okay?
6D.
Anyway, continue.
The perimeter is used to measure the boundaries, and the area is used to measure the regions enclosed.
Okay. The perimeter, usually what is it? Perimeter is defined as the length of the boundary of a region, right? And the area is used to measure the regions enclosed. That means how much space is covering on, let's say, table, on a plate. Because
Like
in
surface
geometry, we
area.
have 3 basic concepts, right? Number 1 is the most important concept is point, right? And the second important concept is line. And third important concept is plane, okay? Without using these 3 things, we cannot do anything. Number 1, we cannot define actually point. We just understand this intuitively. That means that we're using our intuition. When we just touch the screen with something, whatever you see here, we assume that it is a point. Rahim, why are you so sleepy today?
Rahim, yatmam sen.
We had 7 lessons today instead of 6.
Okay.
That's we always have 7 lessons when it's
Okay.
Olympiad.
Tariel, read
No.
perimeter. Tariel, read perimeter.
Perimeter. The length of the boundary of a closed figure is called the perimeter of the plane figure. The units of perimeter are same as that of length. For example, meter, centimeter, millimeter, etc.
Okay, now for example, in example, did you say in example? Anyway, these are the most
Yes,
popular
I said
units we
in
use in our
example.
daily life, right? Meter, centimeter, millimeter. If you're talking about a huge piece of land at the time, even we use kilometer. Okay, Zebeda, can you give one example? When do we use kilometer to measure the perimeter?
Um, I don't know. I don't remember.
Like for example, let's say, suppose that we are talking about the area of Azerbaijan, right? Azerbaijan is a huge country, for example, not huge in the world, but it is a huge land, right?
Yes,
So we don't measure the perimeter of Azerbaijan, for example, in meter. We use kilometer, right? How many kilometers is the perimeter of Azerbaijan? Or if you're talking about, let's say, the perimeter of Baku, for example, also is a huge, at the time we use kilometer. And how about meter, for example? Let's say your house, right? Your house, for example, what is the perimeter of your house? At the time we use meter. Or if you talk about the perimeter of your table, for example, maybe centimeter. And how about for millimeter? Maybe let's say you're talking about a ring, right? For example, let's say, and they're so small at the time we can use millimeter. Wagif, can you read about the area?
A part of the plane enclosed by a simple figure is called a plane region. 1 second. It's called a plane region, and the measurement of plane region enclosed is called its area. Area is measured in square units.
Ibrahim Khaldi.
Okay. So these are the things you have already studied, okay, in primary school. Square, for example, all sides are equal, all interior angles are 90 degrees. And if one side is x, the area will be x times x, which is equal to x squared. How about the perimeter? X plus x plus x plus x, that's equal to 4x. How about rectangle? Length times breadth or width. It gives us the area. Perimeter is length plus breadth plus length plus breadth. That's equal to also, what is it? The perimeter of the rectangle. Also triangle, to find the area of the triangle, we need to multiply a height by its corresponding base and divide it by 2, right? And how about the perimeter? It has 3 sides. That's why a plus b plus c. It gives us the perimeter of the triangle. And
Mr.
for a
Qasim.
circle, area is equal to pi r squared, and the perimeter is equal to 2 pi r. And other things we can prove this, but proving the area of the circle, again, actually, we just leave this to advanced math, right? In the future, you will study this. Now it's a bit early for you to prove why the area of the circle is pi r squared. Again, actually, to prove this area of the circle, we use the area of the triangle. Okay, we need to approximate with the area of triangle. You can just divide the circle into a lot of triangles, and after that, sum them up and they approximate and get the right area. Taria, what does it mean?
What?
Dumboshnik, what does it mean? What does it mean? Is it for me or?
No, right.
You
Rahim. Rahim.
So,
say good to me.
let's continue.
Mr.
The
Qasim,
metric
but
system of
please,
units was first introduced in the 19th century. It is essentially a simple system based on the decimal system. Right? As such, it allows easy conversion from one unit to another. Like how do you change meter into centimeter, centimeter into millimeter, or square meters into square centimeters, or square centimeters into square meters. Okay. So now in the first section of this chapter, we will talk about the conversion, and after that we will move to calculation of area and perimeter. We often use the following metrics units to measure area. Square centimeter. What should we understand by square centimeter? That means that if you're given a small square whose side is 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter, we just accept this as the area of the square is 1 square centimeters, because 1 times 1 is 1, cm times cm is square centimeters. And how about millimeter? And if you just change this into millimeter, we know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters, right? 10 millimeters and 10 millimeters. So it's actually here we have 100 millimeters square. And from here, as you see here, 1 square centimeters is equal to, what is it? 10 times 10, that's equal to 100 square millimeters. And now how about the meter? And also for meter, the square meter is used to measure the area of large surfaces, such as the floor area of a flat. Again, here to 1 square meter means if you're talking about a square again, and here this side is 1 meter, and this side is 1 meter. Now what is the area? Area in square meter is 1 meter times 1 meter, right? 1 it is 1 meter times meter square. And how about if we find this in centimeter square, for example? First, I have to change 1 meter into centimeters. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Now we have a square of
10,000.
side 100 centimeters. So the
Yes.
area again here, it becomes 100 times 100, that is 10,000. And the cm times cm, square centimeters. So that means that 1 square meter is equal to 10,000 square centimeters. How about hectare? Hectare also used usually to measure the area of big lands, right? Such as maybe rice fields or farms or a big garden, and even the area of the country. So what is 1 hectare? Usually if you're given again 1 square, and let's say one side is 100 meters, another side is 100 meters. So this area is equal to 1 hectare,
1 million.
which is equal to 10,000 square meters. Okay, that is how we define.
Or 1 million
hectare.
centimeters.
Yeah,
Or
it's a
10
lot.
million centimeters.
For it is 100 million square centimeters. And how about
Uh-huh.
square kilometers? The square kilometer is used to measure the area of a very large surface, such as the area of a country. Okay, now let's start actually with conversion. Maybe you have already memorized this before, but algebraically, how should we understand this? How do you solve this? Okay, now suppose that here we need to convert 975 square centimeters into meters squares, right? Algebraic, how do we solve this? Suppose that 975 cm squared is equal to x meter squared, right? Now, how can I cancel out the units? To cancel out the units, they must be the same. So before I canceling this, I will change this meter squared into centimeter squared. 975 cm squared equals x times, I'm looking for x. What is 1 meter squared? We have already calculated, that is 100 centimeters squared, which is equal to times 10,000 cm squared. Now on the left we have square centimeters, on the right square centimeters, so we can cancel them out, right? Now also if I divide both sides by 10,000, we will get x. Now what is x? X equals 975 over 10,000, which is equal to 0.0975. So 975 square centimeters is equal to 0.0975 square meters. Okay. How about question B? Rahim, don't fall asleep. Soon I'm going to ask you a question, okay? Let's just do this
Can you
together.
stop falling asleep? This is important lesson.
2.65 kilometers squared or square kilometers equals, let's say this y square meters, right? And to solve this one, either I have to change square meters into square kilometers or kilometer into square meters. Now from here,
Kilometers, centimeters.
2.65. And what is 1 kilometer? 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters.
2,650.
1,000 meter squared. That is y meter squared. Now from here, what is 1,000? 1,000 is squared, is 1 million. Now if you multiply this by 1 million, what is it? Here we have 2, 6, 5, and 4 more zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why you multiply it by 1 million?
Now here, what is 1,000 squared?
Why 1,000? Why do you square it?
Now, what does 1 kilometer squared mean? 1 kilometer squared means, here we are talking about the square. One side is 1 kilometer, another side is 1 kilometer, right? And what is 1 kilometer? Is equal to 1,000 meters. Those is equal to 1,000 meters. And what is this area in meters squared? It is 1,000 times 1,000.
But why didn't we do the same thing with question A?
We did the same thing also in question A.
We did?
Oh,
But here, this centimeter squared is smaller than meter squared.
Ah,
But
we
here,
changed big, small.
kilometer is bigger than meter squared. That's why changing this, and after that, but actually we did the same thing. But here, what is it? I changed this meter squared, right? Meter squared means 1 meter squared. What does it mean? It means it is 1 meter squared. And what is 1 meter? It is 100 centimeters squared. So what is 100 squared? It is 10,000.
Yes, Mr. Kazim, the problem is that in question B, you explained how you got it. Like, you explained that you squared. But in A question, you directly wrote 10,000.
no, Tariq, you're wrong.
Başlamadı yani.
Okay. Shall we
Yes.
continue?
Yes.
So if everything is clear, now from here, meter squared, gone, right? So from here then, dots, actually 2.65 square kilometers is equal to 265,000 square meters. Okay. And the last one, in similar way, let's just do this in blue, C. Now 5 square millimeters, right? And also in simpler way, how can I do that? We know that 1 centimeter square, 1 centimeter is how many millimeters? 10.
Yes.
So
We'll
10
do
square
100.
is 100, right?
Yes.
So it is 5 millimeter
500.
is equal to 0.05 cm squared. I just divided both sides by 100. Why?
By
Because
2
here I
zeros.
can write this one as 5 mm squared is equal to, here we have x times, what is 1 centimeter? 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter squared. So 10 squared is 100, divide both sides by 100, so we get x as 0.05. All right, let's move to the other question, units of area. Wagif, are you still there?
Yes, mister.
If you are there, can you read example 2, mister?
The perimeter of a rectangle is 22 centimeters and its breadth is 4 centimeters. Find its area.
Okay, Wagif, can you solve this problem in 30 seconds?
30.
It's easy.
Okay, tell me, you have 30 seconds.
Can I say?
I also have answer without calculator, by the way.
Me too.
Mister, I have to announce.
Finished?
Forgive faster. Can I say?
Yes.
56.
56. Let's see.
So, mister, you think 30 seconds was this much?
All right. You keep
Well,
thinking,
30
okay, we are
seconds
solving.
didn't even
We
count.
are solving here, Waqif. You just keep solving, but don't look at our solution. So here,
It was 22 multiplied by 4.
and the length. It says that the perimeter of the rectangle is 22. This perimeter is 2 times length plus width is equal to 22. And its breadth is 4 centimeters, right? So from here, actually 2 times 22, I can write it 2 times 11. So what is length, breadth 4? L plus breadth is 4 is equal to 11. So length is equal to 7. What is the question? Area. So the area equals W times L, and the width is 4, L is 7, is equal to 28.
Why do you do everything more complicated?
What? Rahim, you got
What did-
56? How did you get 56?
I took 4 multiplied by 2, then minus 22, then the answer divided by 2, and then just multiply to find the area.
But you are right, or your answer is correct, or my answer is correct?
No, it's correct. My answer is correct. It's 56.
Really?
Mr. Kasim, in rectangle, you have to find perimeter. You have to times breadth by 2 and length by 2. And then add
Mister,
that.
by the way, we learned this. Like, how don't you know this?
Okay, look, here perimeter is
I got-
22. 2
Yes,
times
it's
L plus
52.
W equals 2 times 11. This 2 is gone. L plus, what is W? W equals 4, 11. What is length? 7. What is the area? W times L. W, 4, length, 7. That's equal to 28. Rahim, why do you think that your answer is correct?
I got 52 вообще. I got 52.
What? So look, you take 4, you multiply it by 2. Then you take 22 minus 8.
Why minus 8 times 20?
Because 4 times 2 is 8. You get 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So you're left with 7 and 8. You multiply 7 by 8, you get 56.
No, this one is 7 length. What is width? It is 4.
And you have
Why?
to multiply. You got correct. You just didn't multiply by 2. So 28 multiplied by 2 is 56.
Why are you multiplying by 2? Why?
Jumbo, why are you multiplying by 2?
Didn't-
Wait,
I
so
think-
Mr. Kasim,
Okay, guys, actually the answer is 28. Okay, let's continue.
wait,
So you have 2 minutes, everybody. Solve it and tell me the answer. Time starts. All right. Now, write your answer if you finish before the time is up to the chat box to me. Zubayda finished?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, come on.
Did you kill it?
No, missed.
Oh.
No, these days a lot of mosquitoes here. I don't know why. Yes, now this time I killed.
Mr.
Let me wash
Kasim,
my hands. I'll be back.
I know how to do this. I just don't know how to form equation.
Mr. Kasim, is width? I'm scared to say answer.
Fancy numbers.
I got the width is 42 somehow.
Yes, fancy numbers.
Mr. Kasim, I got width is 42, and then wait, to find area of rectangle, you have to do length times width. Yes. Then I got wait. No, wait. I got area is 588.
Magic.
area is 588 and width is 42.
Magic.
Guys, I don't see any answer. What happened? You didn't solve it?
Teacher,
No.
I got width is 42 and area is 580.
Zibeda solved it.
Zubeda, what's your answer?
I didn't solve it.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, how come? Yeah, that's the easiest question now. We didn't start difficult questions yet. So, anyway,
L,
guys.
width is L minus 5 and L is W.
Okay.
What?
Tariel, 42. Guys, anyway, here we are learning algebra. Okay, try to solve everything using algebra. That is really speeds up your learning. Otherwise, you know, if you cannot form the equation, I mean, every time we'll be in a big trouble. So, area 588. Tariel, let's see. Okay. So first, to draw, to solve this kind of equation, I suggest you to draw a figure. Okay. Suppose that this is our rectangle. It says that the width of the rectangle is 5 centimeters less than its width. So that means that if its width is W,
wait.
right? Its length should be W plus 5. And also this
The
should be,
answer 11.5.
okay. Now let's see. Now the perimeter is 2 times length. What is length? W plus 5 plus width. It is W. So that's equal to 46. Or W plus W, it is 2W plus 5 is equal to 46 over 2. So what is 2W? 2W is 46 is divided by 2 is 23. And take 5 to the right, minus 5. So what is W? W is 23 minus 5 is 18 over 2. That's equal to 9. So width of the rectangle is 9. And its length is equal to 9 plus 5. It is 14. That is the first part. So the second part is the area. What is the area? Area is width
They asked
times
us to
length.
find
9
Mr.
times
Qasim.
14, that's equal to 126 cm squared.
Mr. Qasim.
177.
Mr.
Yes,
Qasim,
Daria.
they tell us to find a width of rectangle.
Huh?
They say they tell us to find the width. Does width equal 9?
Yes.
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 So the
Okay.
answer is, the final answer is, the breadth of the rectangle is 9 centimeters and its area is equal to 126 cm squared.
But like I got also length as 14, but I calculated width wrong somehow.
Okay, but day by day you are making less mistakes. That's a good news, Tariel.
Yes, teacher, I did like equate, but you know what I did? I didn't do like width is like width is width and then length is W plus 5. I did that length.
Yes, I also did minus. I did
For
minus.
example, let's say length equals n. I did width equals n minus 5.
Yes, I also did like that.
Now, Rahim Tare, if you ask me why did I do that, also in your way, we will get the same
Because
answer.
you don't like negative numbers.
Yes, you are right.
Yay.
На тест таких question не будут.
Yeah, for me it's okay, but students usually, when it involves like negative numbers or fractions, they have high probability to make mistakes. You know, that's why when I'm explaining, but for me, for myself, and it doesn't matter. Anyway, guys, let's move to the next question.
I got right length, but then I didn't minus 5.
No problem, Talia. We are going to practice a lot of questions. Now, if you have already realized your mistake now, try not to make mistake in this question. You have 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, let's say 2.5 minutes, okay? Start now. Just do it and write your answer.
What is a rectangular field? You are muted, Rahim.
I know. Yeah, this one is easy.
Rahim, you don't just multiply 13 by 10. I know you.
Come on, guys. Very easy question. Yeah, just you need to solve this question in 30 seconds.
Teacher, I already finished.
Wait, Tarek, please. Wait. No.
I didn't finish, I'm joking.
No, if you finish, just leave your answer in the chat box to me.
Teacher, but like, I think I know the answer because you said like it takes 30 seconds.
Yes,
but
I have answer. I'm sending.
I don't have answer, I don't know.
It's
I'm not-
easy. Super easy.
I don't understand how to do it. That's the
Here,
problem.
is it correct?
Let me see your answer.
You can't see. I sent to Mr. Kasim.
Oh, that's Mr. Kasim, is his answer correct?
No. How come, yeah, Rahim? It's very easy question. Look here, the bigger triangle, rectangle, right? If you look at this one, its width
Is it
is 17.
74? Wait,
This
is
one
it
is
74?
20. So
Wait,
the
is it
area
74?
of the path is equal to the
74.
big rectangle, that is
Yes,
20
74.
times 17 minus the inside. I'm just removing this part, right? What is that? It is 10 times 13, which is equal to 20 times 17, 340, minus 130, which is equal to 210.
Haida, this is Haida. No. Haida, this is so easy. How did I get it wrong?
Okay, guys, next question. Zubaydah, is
Did you
it
get
clear?
it correct?
What?
Did you understand the solution? Why you couldn't solve this?
I don't know.
So teacher, we didn't even need to use 3.5, 3 whole 1/2 in this. They just gave us as extra information.
Now, actually, I was not supposed to give you this figure. You have to draw it yourself, but maybe I thought that if I put this figure, students understand faster and solve it faster, but I'm wrong.
Yes, teacher. Because 3 whole 1/2, it's just there. It doesn't do anything. It holds no purpose.
Okay, no problem. Tariel, now you are learning something. Okay, we are just here.
Mister,
to
I
learn.
got
Okay.
340.
Very
know
good,
it's-
very good, but that's incorrect.
I know. At least I did the most of it, mister.
Next question. We are solving this together. I will ask you the next question, okay? In the figure below, the sides AB, it is NDC of the quadrilateral ABCD are both perpendicular to the diagonal AC. As you see here, this AC is a diagonal, but actually this quadrilateral, it looks a bit weird, but it is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. So AB is perpendicular to AC, as you see in the figure, and AC is perpendicular to CD, right? And the area of ABC also is given is equal to 6 square centimeters. The question is, number one, calculate the length of AC, right? And how do we calculate the length of AC? Since the area of ABC is given, what is the area of ABC? That's equal to 1/2 times AB, it is base, times height, it is AC, right? And do we know AB? Yes, it's equal to 2. And this 1/2 times 2, 1/2 times 2 times AC, right? That's equal to AC. Now from here, what is AC? On the left, we have 6. So the length of AC, the length of AC is equal to 6 centimeters. So the length of AC is equal to 6 centimeters. Question B, we need to find the area of the quadrilateral ABCD, right? So ABCD, this ABC, we have already found this. Let's say this area is equal to X, and this area is equal to Y. Then what is the area of the quadrilateral ABCD? Simply, it is just equal to X plus Y. And this X we have already given, right? That's the area of ABC. That's just equal to 6. Now we need to find the area of Y. Now, how do you find this? the area of y, or y is equal to the area of triangle ACD, right? And what is the height? Height is AC, and AC we have already found here. That's equal to 1 over 2 times AC, which is equal to 6. And base, it is DC. This is also given, is equal to 8. That's equal to 6 over 2 is 3. 3 times 8 is 24 meters squared, or cm squared. So now if I substitute here, right, that's equal to 6 plus 24. So the area of the quadrilateral ABCD is 30 cm squared.
Purple.
I do.
Are you ready for the next question?
No, I need you. I need
What
to
is this?
understand this one.
How will you understand it? It's impossible to understand.
No, wait.
Here, Tariel, ABC, the area of ABC is given. We need to find the area of ABC, the quadrilateral, right? The quadrilateral consists of two triangles. That is triangle ABC, that's triangle BCD. If I know the area of ABC and BCD and just add them up, it gives us the area of a quadrilateral. But actually, the area of ABC already given in the question is equal to 6. Just we need to find the area of ACD. As you see
Mr.
here,
Kassim,
it's
I
AC.
understood. I understood question B that you're saying. I didn't understand question A.
Okay, in question A, what is the area of ABC? 6, right? And how do you find the area of ABC? It is base times height, right?
Okay.
So base is equal to 2.
Uh-huh.
So how about height? I don't know. So 1 over 2 times base, 2 times height is equal to area. What is the
Wait,
area?
what
It
did
is
you take 1 over?
Why 1 over 2?
6. You are scaring me now. If you are given any triangle, it doesn't matter, but here particularly, let's say we are given a right angle triangle, and this one is height, let's say it is base. And what is this area? Area is equal to 1 over 2 times base times height.
Yes. Okay.
It's like when they told us to divide.
Yes. Okay.
It's like
Next question.
times h divided by 2. It's the same thing.
Okay.
No,
You know why? Because Taria, we are dividing 2. Using this, every time I can actually form a rectangle, right? It is just
What
the
is
area
that
of the
triangle?
rectangle. Huh?
What is that triangle there near A? Triangle ABC in the problem. What is that?
Triangle.
What does that triangle mean? Look on top, you circle.
Triangle means
circled.
triangle.
You circled it. Do you see it? Do you know what I mean?
You mean this one?
Yes.
Okay. How do you read this?
Triangle.
Yeah, it's triangle. Triangle ABC.
Rahim, they give us ABC triangle and they tell us that the area of ABC triangle is 6.
Okay, yes.
Salam alaikum. I thought you were even.
Okay, guys, let's move to the next question.
Read it.
You have 2 minutes. Time starts now. Come on, Zubayda, if you are not tired, try this question. And it's also a very easy question. Now you can just understand that you have a kind of A4 size paper. So you have to cut off the corners, right? And just you need to find the area of the remaining piece.
What? What did you just say, Mr. Kasim? Mr. Kasim, what is the shaded region? I can't see properly.
The region which is shaded.
No, but which one is it?
You cannot see the region, the shaded region.
No, it's just all blue.
It's just curd.
All of it is shaded region. Okay.
40 seconds left.
Is the answer a very big number? Very big.
I can tell you each of the sides, but I don't know how to calculate the area.
How to calculate area in a no, I don't
Start.
understand it.
Ali, Wagif, Zubayda.
Ali has answer.
Ali?
Yes.
Yes, Ali.
Ali doesn't.
Yes,
I
mister.
think he's drinking tea.
Yes, mister, I hear you.
Wait,
If you hear me,
This is-
answer my question.
this is Vakif. What?
No, it's Ali.
No, we changed our names.
Yes.
Ah,
Okay. Tariel, why you cannot solve this question? Are you so tired today, or the questions are difficult for you?
no, it's
know.
just difficult.
It's very
Rahim,
easy.
come on,
Look,
man.
here
I
again,
can look,
suppose
Mr.
that
Hudson.
you suppose
Good,
that you have a piece of A4 size paper, okay? So now from this corner, you're just cutting out this part. Let me just name this as A. And also from here, you just cut off this
Mr.
corner.
Hassan, I know how to do it, but it's just not enough time. Can I tell you how to do it?
Now, how come you don't have enough time?
It's like I can't. I get confused because of the numbers. I can tell you how to do this. You calculate area of each triangle and then calculate the area and then calculate the area of the whole thing and then
Rectangle.
minus, yes, and then minus the each of the
Okay.
triangles from the rectangle.
So I'm showing this then, Tari. Very good. The idea is very good, Tari. Now let's go do it together. And as you see here, the width of the rectangle is 17, and this part is 5. So this should be 12. And this one is 8, right? The whole length is 25. So this should be 17. And here it is 3, right? It is 17. This should be 14. Now, again, this one is 14, and the whole length 25. 25 minus 14. This should be 11. So now, what is the area? Look, Rahim, here you are calculating the area of these 4 triangles. In each triangle, we know that 1 over 2, right? You can just keep
Yes,
this
I
outside
said.
because it's a common factor. So now the area of the shaded region is equal to the area of the big triangle. That is 17 times 25 minus, and here we have A plus B plus C plus D. Right? I should just
Yes.
calculate the areas and remove this, or subtract this from the total area, which is equal to 17 times 25. What is it? It is 1700. And anyway, 17 times 25, that's equal to 425 minus A, B, C, D. They are all triangles. We know that in the formula we have 1 over 2. I just keep it here, 1 over 2. And now what is A? A is length times width. Base times height. That is
8
8
times 12.
times 12 plus B. B is 14 times 17. 14 times 17 plus C.
14
3
times
times
3.
14. 3 times 14.
5 times 11.
And 5 times 11. 5 times 11. Right?
You should calculate this and minus from the
Now, quick
total.
calculation again. How can we calculate this faster? Okay, one way is 425 minus. Now, as you see here, this one, right? The common denominator, factor is 14. If you just take this 14 out, what we have here? 17 plus 3. That is 20. So 1 over 2 times this one is 96. And 5 times 11 is 55. And here we have take 14 out, 17 plus 3 is 20. 20 times 14 is 280. Okay, so now we can actually do this like, what is it? 4, 2, 5 minus 1 over, again, let me just add them first. 280 plus 96, right? And with 4, it is 51. Just give 4 to this. It is 380.
431.
400 and
31.
okay, which is equal to 425 minus 215.5, right? Which is
Yes.
equal to 425, 215. So that's equal to 209.5 cm squared.
Yes. It just takes time. Numbers are confusing me.
I mean, but
Maybe
you
I
have
can do this in
you have
like 4.
okay, good.
I can
And
do
I
this
mean,
in like
if you
4
get the
minutes.
idea, okay, and also this mental calculation, you need to speed up, okay? But here, all right, guys, if you get the idea, now try to solve the next question. Do we have time? We have 5
Yes,
minutes.
we do.
The last question, okay? You have 2 minutes. Let's do this and then we'll finish the class.
Wait, what is circumference?
Circumference ده it.
The perimeter
Radius.
of the circle. And
Okay.
actually, we don't
It
say the
equals.
perimeter, it's just the circumference of the circle.
Do we count pi at 3.14 or 3.142?
Diabler 3.142.
Okay.
For some questions here, you can use your calculator because here we are not learning calculation. We are learning how to find the area and perimeter.
Mute. Mute.
Okay, any answer?
No. How do you calculate perimeter of?
Guys, let's do this together, okay? And I'll give you some questions. And the questions are really, really important. And also in SASMO, they will ask these kind of questions related to geometry. And that's not only for SASMO, but for yourself to improve your thinking skill, understanding skill, problem solving skill, you need to practice those questions. So we are talking about the area of a circle. It's given, let's say the radius, we don't know. Let's say radius is r. And we know that the area is equal to pi r squared. And that's given, that's equal, it says that the area is 78.5. Now from here, I need to find r. So first I divide both sides by pi. So r squared is equal to 78.5 over pi. And we know that if something, for example, let's say x squared is equal to 9, what does it mean? What number squared is equal to 9, right? So if x is positive, then x is equal to square root of 9, which is equal to 3. Using this, if r squared is equal to this, then what is r? R is equal to square root of 78.5 over pi.
12.45.
Yeah, you can use using your calculator, you can evaluate this. That
Yes,
is the first step.
2.45.
But the question is, we need to find the circumference, right? The circumference of the circle is 2 pi r, which is equal to 2 pi. And what is r? R equals 78.5 over pi. So now I can evaluate this. Even I can just simplify this. This one is equal to what? This one is equal to 2 times square root of
78.2.
5 pi. Okay, so
Answer 78.2358.
so what is it? 2 times square root of not fraction. It is 78.5 times pi. Rahim, what did you say? What did you get?
78.2358.
Why? It is wrong. 31.4.
I did 78.5 divided by pi. So look, 78.5
But outside we
divided
multiply this by 2 pi.
divided by 2.
Multiply
Wait,
by 2 pi.
why did we multiply 78.5 by 5?
No, actually, I just do it like this. If it is 3, right? I can write 3 as 3 squared root of 3 squared. Also, if I have pi, pi is the same as square root of pi squared. Okay.
I got the same answer again, 78.4999998.
I got 31.40999840.
Yes. Your answer is correct, Ariel. The answer is 31.4.
Yes.
Rahim, still, if you get wrong answer, please change your calculator. Okay. All right, guys, that much is enough. Now I will just draw one exercise for you until Friday or Thursday, whenever our class, okay? Practice these questions. If possible, come to the class with questions, okay? And I'm really expecting, but still it didn't happen. Tariel, Mr. Custom, I solved 10 questions, but these 2 questions, I struggled a lot, but I couldn't get the answer. Or my answer is different from the book. Where did I make a mistake? Can we solve this? Can we discuss this question? And I use this method. Do you think it is the best method or not? Or actually, I solved this question, but it took a lot of time. Where am I making a mistake? Is there any shorter way? I mean, if you come with questions and you will learn a lot. You know that if you know something, you ask, right? If you are not studying, that you don't ask. Usually, the people who are studying, they have questions. And if you have no questions, I don't know, either you know everything or you know
You
nothing.
don't study.
That is very unlikely.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll just draw one exercise related to this. Practice until Friday. Okay, guys, now I have another class waiting for me.
Bye.
Okay. Boy.
Bye, Mr.
Good night, Rahim. Flip tie. See you. Bye-bye.